Hey, what's up? Welcome back. If this is your first time here, my name is Tiffany. I'm glad you clicked on this video. We're happy to have you over here. Thanks a bunch. But today's video is going to be a good video because as I was going through some of my eyeshadow palettes trying to figure out what I wanted to film for you guys today, I just so happened to stumble across my James Charles palette, because it was right front and center because she's new. She's new, so I'm testing her out. And I was like, this looks a lot alike one of the palettes I already own, and not the whole palette, just the colorful portion of the palette. So this is the James Charles palette. I know y'all know how it looks, but this is it, right? So it has like the warm tones and like neutral at the top, and then like the colorful shades like at the bottom, right? Y'all can see that? Right. We on the same page. I just want to make sure. So the palette that it definitely resembled, like not the whole palette like I said, but just the colorful shades, is definitely my BH Cosmetics Taking Back to Brazil palette. I know y'all are probably like, girl, stop. You reaching. But no, really. Look at it. If you just look at, I'm gonna pick it up for you. Look at this bottom row of shades, bottom two rows, and then look at this palette. This is like a condensed version of this, right? And I know y'all probably like, you're really reaching. Sis, I'm not. I'm really not. So let me swatch some of these for you. This is not my forte. I'm not good at this, but let me swatch some of these for you so you can actually see what I'm talking about, so we're on the same page. So 1 second. Okay, so as you can see, some of the colors aren't like spot on, but they're very similar. So the first swatch of each of them is the James Charles palette. So this is the James Charles palette, and this is Taking Back to Brazil. This color is a little bit deeper than this orange, but these yellows, if I swatched it better, you can tell like this shade is the same. So again, this is the James Charles palette, and this is the Taking Back to Brazil palette. But these purples are basically like the same color, sis. They're basically the same exact color. And these blues, like, come on now. Please tell me y'all don't think I'm reaching. Like, yeah, like, come on now. Look at them. Look at them. Now that we got those little itty bitty section of swatches out the way, we can jump right into the video. So if you're interested in seeing how all these shadows apply on my eye and the comparison between the two, then make sure you stay tuned. So y'all are very close, very in my face, and that's because we're just going to jump right into it, and we're only going to be doing the eyes on camera today because that is the focus. My eyes are looking like Skinny Legend today. I will put what I used in the description box. So like I said in my intro, we're going to be using the Take Me Back to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics and the James Charles palette from Morphe. So I'm pretty sure I can get the same exact look out of both of them, and I think I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics palette on this side and then the James Charles palette on this side. So I did go ahead and already prime this eye with my Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to go ahead and dip into this palette, and I'm going to take this yellow shade right here on just a blending brush. Okay, that's cute or whatever. So I'm gonna take my color switch. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip into the James Charles palette and take this shade right here, the yellow, and that is the shade B. And I'm going to place that. Oh, I didn't prime this eye. Whoa. Yeah, I know he recommended to use the palette with a paint pot by MAC. However, I don't own that and didn't plan on buying it just because he said that would work the best, because I feel like an eyeshadow primer is an eyeshadow primer, but that might just be me. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take this yellow I'm gonna tell y'all my comparisons of the two as we go throughout the tutorial. So looking at it, I've applied the same amount of shadow to both sides, but I feel like the BH Cosmetics side yellow is popping a little bit harder for me. I'm gonna add a little bit more, and you know, then I'm just gonna go about my business and move to the next color. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and take this pink shade right here, and this is the shade Skip, and I'm gonna place that in my crease. This is a good pink, I'm not gonna lie. Very pigmented, and it packs a really good punch. So I'm gonna take my color switch, and then I'm going to dip into the BH Cosmetics palette and take this pink shade right here and place that obviously in the same place that I placed Skip. This pink, my mirror is right here. So this pink, I'm looking at it and I feel like you're gonna have to build this one on a little bit more, but it's still a pretty color. It just takes a little bit more work. I think I'm gonna deepen this up a little more, and what shades are the same? Oh yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna take this purple shade from out the BH Cosmetics palette and just deepen up my crease a little bit, because I am gonna go ahead and cut that, but I wanna deepen it up first. I am concentrating this color pretty low. I'm gonna cut the crease out, but I just wanna make sure that everything is blended out good. This purple is a really good purple. I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take this purple shade from out the James Charles palette, and that is the shade Escape, and I'm gonna place that in the same spot. So as I'm blending out, what I'm noticing is it's taking a little bit more for the color to show up on my lid while packing it on top of the pink. And I'm not really sure what that's about, but that is definitely something to note, because there is quite a lot of kickback in this pan. So I would think it will come off a little bit more pigmented when I place it on my eye. But however, that is not the case just yet. So that's a thing. This color I am having to build up a little bit more, a lot of it more. So with it being packed on, you can clearly see a difference. This purple looks a tad bit darker than this purple does, and to be quite honest, they're literally the same color purple. This one just looks more vibrant, and this one went on a little bit deeper. So also, I'm not sure what that is about, but you know, we're gonna make do. I think I'm gonna try to deepen up this eye a little bit more, because it is a very big difference. Like, the more I'm looking at it, this looks way deep. So I'm gonna try to pack that color on a little bit more, and maybe it'll darken up. I feel like every time I'm recording, it's always something going on. It's always something going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease, and then I'm going to be right back. I think I'm gonna use the same shimmer on the eyes. I don't exactly know what. Actually, no, I'm not. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna cut my crease, and then I'm gonna be right back. My lid is carved out now, and we're back. So I'm gonna go ahead and take, I think it was this shade right here, this like light wash of pink shade, and I'm gonna place that on the innermost part of my lid. This color doesn't really go on pink. I mean, it does, but like not really. It's more like a, it looks like a white with a pink tint. And I'm gonna go into the James Charles palette and take this shade, and it's called Pinkity Drinkity, and we're gonna see if these have a big difference. The one big difference I can say about all these shades is the Take Me Back to Brazil palette shades have like a shimmer in it, but other than that, literally they're the same. Not really a difference. Like, I know y'all can see it's not really a difference at all, not even gonna lie. I think I'm going to take this green shade right here now, and that's the shade Social Blade, and pop that on like the middle of my lid. I'm gonna put some more of that color on just to make sure it's like as pigmented as it can be. Whatever. So then I think I'm gonna take this green shade right here, and these don't have names on them. I know y'all know because y'all seen me use it 1,000 times. So that just, this is, oh, this, yeah, this is super close. So just fair warning to that. They don't have names on them, but if this is not your first time watching one of my videos, you already knew that. I like, this is really Barney-ish. Not playing, but whatever. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? I literally almost did again, okay? Again. So, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. I think I'm gonna pack on a little bit more of a Social Blade in this eye, just because I don't feel like it's as pigmented as it can be, like not living up to its full potential. And I'm a little shook since I am using a eyeshadow primer. I just thought these shadows would be like popping out at me. However, they are not. They're not bad, but they're not like I thought they would be, especially because I've used it before. And maybe the look that I used it for before was like a whole different situation. Maybe that's what it was. So I'm going to add some of that purple color back on my outer corner that I used at first. And I'm gonna take the purple shade that I used on both sides and just blend it on the outer corner and then drag it on to the middle of my eye. That is so pretty. This is very Barney-ish. I'm a little shook, not gonna lie. So then the purple shade from this palette was called Escape, and just dip back into that. I'm using circular motions. You're probably like, no, you're not. And now I'm using a sweeping motion to drag it into my crease. This look is pretty cute. This is a look. This is a look. I kind of want to put some shimmer on my the inside of my eye. Like, I don't mind the white. I mean the little pink, because it's left. This is not white. But I don't know what shade to use. Oh yes, that is it. So I'm gonna dip into the sultry palette, and I'm gonna take this shade, and it's the shade Cyborg, and I'm going to pop that on the inner part of my eye, on both eyes. And I'm not gonna wet it, so it's gonna just be glitter. Really, it's not gonna like be a pigment. It's really just gonna be glitter. Oh yes. So this is going to be the look for right now. I'm gonna pop on some lashes, finish my face, and then I'm gonna come back on here with you guys to do my. We're back. As you guys can see, she is beat. Okay, not important, just thought I would let y'all know. So I'm gonna dip back into the Taking Back to Brazil palette and take this blue shade right here and put it on my lower lash line. I did go ahead and line my eye with the blue liner, so that is done, and I am just stamping it because I'm going to buff this color out. Oh, I love a smoky lash line, love a smoky lash line, love a smoky lash line. So I'm going to dip into that yellow shade that I went in with first and buff this out a little bit. Okay, so on the lower lash line, the yellow did nothing. JK, I'm gonna go into the orange, because this palette has orange, right? Yeah, it has orange. So I'm gonna dip into this orange shade and then Taking Back to Brazil palette and dust this on the lower lash line. Maybe I should use a different brush. So now I think I'm gonna take this orange shade in the Taking Back to Brazil palette and dust it under that, so it could be like a gradient type deal. I'm actually patting it, and I really feel like that's not doing much. This lower lash line might make or break this look for me, because this orange, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look bad. So I'm gonna dip into the James Charles palette and take this blue shade right here, and that is the shade Cola. Oh, whoa, I need to add some more of that blue on the other side. I think that is it now. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom y'all out, and then we can talk about these palettes. This video is basically over now at this point. So now that we have finished, you know, demoing, reviewing, and comparing, comment down below what you think. But all I got to say about the situation is the proof is in the pudding. If you was looking at me right now, even if you was like right up in my grill, you would not be able to tell that these were two different palettes that I used to do this look. Like, it looks so similar, if not identical. I'm a little on edge. So this video was really for the people that if you didn't get the James Charles palette when it launched, sis, don't worry. Go to your local Ulta or go online to bhcosmetics.com and get the Taking Back to Brazil palette, because I promise you it's hitting. And y'all know I love this palette, so don't say I never told y'all nothing. But if you didn't get it, don't feel bad, sis, because you can, you know, you can work some stuff out. There's plenty of warm palettes out there on the scene, and the Taking Back Brazil palette got all your colorful needs in mind, okay? But that's all I have to say about this subject in this video. So I'm gonna put a video right here, because if you're here right now, that means you watched the whole video. that means you love me. That means you love this highlight situation I got going on, right? So that means click on this video, click that subscribe button before you go, click the notification bell so that way every time I upload a video, what's good? We can be together, you can chill with me, we can converse, we can chit chat, and we can become family. Because if you're here, you want to be part of the family. That's all. So like I always say, I'm your girl Tiffany. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.